Okay, so the recording is started. Then we'll start with the how to check IP address. To check, I have to remove all these things before I do it, because why we should close the tabs which we are not using currently. Okay, people think the tabs are just the tabs. Okay, it is already it is simple a tab it is, but each tab consume lot of space. So what are the data it is loaded into a init tab, that much data should be stored in your RAM. So it consumes your RAM capacity. It consumes your RAM capacity. So it is a very simple tab. So if in case your system is slower, what to do? It's a general question. It is a common question. So if your system is slow, so what to do? So check any application, how many applications are open in your background, how many applications or how many windows are open in your system. Next, in browser, how many tabs are open, how many tabs are open, how many unnecessary tabs are open. Okay. For example, I open this called CloudX Lab. Also, I open something another tab from here, real points. Okay. Or maybe I open Microsoft Learning. Okay. So currently I'm not reading this one, right? I'm not reading. I'm not doing anything with this one. I'm not reading anything about a particular technology now. Currently, I'm teaching, but not reading now. I'll do it later. Sometimes I need it to show something to you, or maybe I need after some time. So then maybe I will use it. Otherwise, better to close it. Okay, so this is, if your system is become a slow, that's the first important thing is better to close uh, applications which you are not using currently. Applications which you are not using currently. For example, this is not required, so better to close it. So if you close the background application, if you want to close the background application, you can see here it is. It's the CC cleaner. I'm not required any CC cleaner. It is running in my background. Just I'm exit from here. Or maybe there's some application is running in background. You can close it from here. And another one is not only a direct application, also tabs. Also browser tabs. Okay, so that is also create a lot of pressure on your RAM and processors. So what happens? Obviously, it will take more space. The system become slower. Okay, so people will simply throw a on a simply people throw on a virus kind of stuff, antivirus kind of stuff. Okay, like that. But better kill the process, kill the background process. So close the background applications, close applications if you are not using currently. Okay. Second, you don't use that particular application. For example, here is some application is there, or maybe GoToMeeting is there. Here is a CompShare, the CompTasia, something is there. Okay. So like that application you are not using. Like at GitHub or desktop, I installed so many years back. Okay, so I don't require this app generally. I use command lines only. I don't use apps for that one. Okay, so now if it is not required, better to uninstall that application. Or I'm not currently using any SQL developer kind of stuff. Okay, so better to uninstall it. So it won't run in background. It won't run in background. Okay, so unnecessarily it won't take thing. So the simplest point. There's several reasons why system is slow. This simple point I shared. Like that only start learning like one by one question. So one by one answer you can get it. I'm getting at night time. So yesterday we have seen our system configuration. In that one already I told what it is. So in system configuration, you have to tell about your CPU, RAM, hard disk, and operating system, and that too, what is your system performance? To performance, CPU, you will know what is your CPU and also CPU performance. It is utilization, 22%, 18%, 20%. It is good, not heavy loaded. Available RAM, 4.5 out of 12, 4.5 only available. So I'm running something application. Some applications are certain process taking more RAM space. The Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, this Microsoft Teams, some background applications are taking it. Even I close some, but still it is taking. So better to check it and make sure that you are getting more availability of RAM. Okay, so your disk performance. Of course, you can go to startups. So what is these startups? When you start your PC, okay, when you start your PC, so these start enabled startup means this application enable mode. It means when you start your computer, one system is started, you got log into your computer, these applications will start immediately. What is startups? When you start your computer, when you start a computer, you press the power button, system is loaded, you give a login name, username, password, you got a your screen. Okay, so immediately these applications will start immediately. See, certain applications I put it disabled. So these also there in a startup, but these applications do not run directly. When system started, when system is started, then immediately these applications are not load. Why? Because I put them in disable mode. Some applications are required to start in background, so then you can enable it. Some applications are not required, then you can put it in disable. How to put it? Very simple. Go to enable, disable it. Okay. So like this. So now it is in disable. So when I restart my computer or I start my computer, system is loaded. This particular application, it won't run automatically. When I start my computer, this particular application won't run directly. If I open it work, if I don't open, it don't open. Or I think it is a very important, then I can put it in enable also. Okay. So, so you start your computer, you got a screen, but you want to open some application on your screen, like you are trying to open this one. You start to press the power button, so you got a login, so you log in, you got a screen, you got your desktop, the back, the icons, everything is visible. Then you try to open immediately an application, or maybe you try to open a web browser. It takes lot of time. Why it is? So even you right click, it take lot of time to get this kind of stuff. If you click on refresh also, it will take lot of. Why? Because of this startups. So in your background, you got lot of startups. So all these startups, if in case, if all these things are enabled, so morning 8 o'clock, I have to wake up and start my computer. I do my all the works by 10 o'clock. So these things, my system work now starts to do something. But it is become very slow. Why? Because of all these applications runs in my background. So it is effect on my CPU, memory, and disk, and of course on the my network also, and my network also. Okay, this is GPU and CPU. If process lot of processor running, it is more burden on CPU and RAM and disk. So this is about your manage the startups. So then we can able to run system normally. And another one is better to uninstall the application. You are no longer using it is Evernote. I don't know why it is Evernote came. Okay, so I uninstall this kind of stuff. It is not required. So Skype, we are not using Skype nowadays, right? Torrents are not working anyway, so it is not required. WebEx is required. Maybe sometimes we have a meeting, WebEx, Cisco WebEx. So either this WebEx or this WebEx we have to do. CC cleaner required, iCloud kind of stuff not required. Sometimes 2, 3 times editions are there, better to uninstall it. Or if it is no longer using, better to install it. Okay, so that is another tip to maintain your system better way. If your system is slow, your system is slower, to check the process, find out which process is consuming more CPU and memory and disk, and find out that process, end the task, end the task. Okay, so it is, see, it is how much it is consuming, how much it is consuming. So it is more consumption is there, so better to close the particular application. But it is important application, do not close, right? So Microsoft Teams, it is running here, so better we should not close it, right? This is a Google Chrome. We are using Google Chrome. You can close sometime certain tabs, but we don't close. See, it is I close certain tabs. It may reduce, it may give you a little bit processing and the RAM kind of stuff. Okay, but we cannot close because we are working on it. If it is consuming more than required, sometimes certain applications, it take 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 5 GB like that. It increases a lot. That is very dangerous. Immediately have to stop the process and end the process, uninstall the application. Okay? If any application consuming 150 MB or 100 MB, then 200, then 500, then 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, 5 GB. If it is going up like that, so immediately go to that application, click on end task, right click on that application, go to end task, close that application, okay, and uninstall that application. Here we can do, so it's a lot of applications are running. Okay, so if in case you are getting a lot of applications, necessary, unnecessary, lot of applications are running in your PC, so better the Brave software update. Currently not use, I'm not using, it's there, but not using. Okay, see, some are important, some are not important. So I don't know why it is this like that. So better to uninstall this and the stuff from your. Some are important, some are not important, some are we are using, some are we are not. So why this is command process running? Don't know why it is. Free download manager. Okay. Free download manager not running here. Their plugin is running. Plugin is running. Browser plugin is running. Cortana paste. Okay. This symbol represent good. It is don't consume or system resources and battery power. Okay. So it's eco-friendly type. Okay, guys. So first point is I said if your system is slow, what to do? Close the any background uh, um, application. First, close the applications are running. If you are not using that application, so close that application. Close the background running applications if you are not using, and then go to the task manager and go to task manager check the process and if which process is consuming more resources. Resources means CPU resource, memory, disk, network, and GPU. Which process is consuming more resources? If you want to know, just click on memory. So it is higher, it is showing here, lower, down. Or if you click again, then it is reverse, lower and higher. Okay, like order will be changes. Like CPU, so which is consuming more CPU power, which is consuming more memory, which is consuming more disk, read and write. So like that, find it out and close that application. But sometimes these applications are required, like a so Microsoft team consuming around a 500 something around a MB 500 600 MB and 9% almost like a 9 to 10% of CPU and around 600 500 to 600 700, okay, maximum 700 up to 700 MB of memory it is consuming. So if I close this app, what will happen? We are disconnected, right? So we need this one. That's why we are using. Okay. So that is good. Okay. But if it is consuming more than required, like it is go for a 3 GB, 4 GB, 5 GB, then it is we have to close it and uninstall the application first of all. Restart the
So
PC.
this is for whatever is reflecting here. This is for at present how much memory it is consuming, or a total one.
This one.
Huh? So that 580 is present, like till now, how much memory is
Current
consumed?
current current status.
Current status. So okay,
If
it
I
is
close this
varying
app,
like
example,
541, 5 like that, 542.
can you see this is Microsoft Edge.
Ha ha.
Yeah, this is our attendance sheet. This
Okay.
is 70 MB only. Some
Hmm.
other process is there that is also consuming.
Hmm.
So you can see here it is current. I'm closing this one
Okay.
and I'm closing only one
And
tab is.
accordingly, we can go and close the application. You are saying.
According to also we can do it. Yeah, according to that one. But if you see how much is earlier, it is around 600 MB.
Hmm.
Is now it is 352 by closing two tabs. It is running in background. That's it is showing like that.
Okay.
We close completely,
Okay.
closing completely. So it is memory. Earlier it is 60%, now it is 53 only. So Microsoft Edge background process still there, but the tab part is completed. Tabs are closed. Only it is just a background process. It is. Then you can close that one also. Okay. So you can see performance CPU 4.5 I showed. Now it is 5.4. Okay. So whenever you are not using certain things, so obviously you can close it. You can Google Chrome. Google Chrome, lot of tabs. It's showing like this. It is totally 836 MB. If I close something like I close this one, I close one, last one. Only one tab is running. So it is see where it is 800 to 400, 455. Okay. So 50% improves, right? So 5.7 GB, it improves. Okay. If I close completely, our PPT will get closed. If I closed Google Chrome, memory utilization 44%. It is 6.6 GB. Understand, guys? CPU utilization, memory utilization will improve. And it varies. It is currently how much it is consuming, not regularly how much it is consuming, currently how much it is consuming. Okay. This is WhatsApp. WhatsApp. It is To close this WhatsApp, then see WhatsApp I close. So now it is gone. Now it is also, it is little bit improvement is there. 7 GB available. Just understand how to improve your system speed. Whenever you are not using certain service, better to close that application. You are not using that application, better to close the application. Second one is
So we have
check.
to close it from here or like from the background.
Yeah, you have your direct access is there. You can close it from here.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So if in case some applications runs in a background, you can't see directly on the screen. So like
Sir,
I already closed my
sir, if you,
Microsoft Edge. Yeah, tell me.
okay. Sir, if you want to close in a task manager, then what do
Very simple. See it is. My
in task?
Microsoft Edge is not open. Directly it is not open. Already I closed it. But somewhere it is in running in a background. So I right
Yes.
click end task. Now it
Okay.
is all Microsoft this Edge browser. It's gone from here. Okay. Like certain applications you may not see. See it is phone links. What is the use of these phone links? I close it. Okay. So some random services, applications, we install some application, it install other applications. Okay. So it is runs in our system. If you are not required, then it is better you can close it. Sometimes it's Google Chrome is visible. I can able to close it directly. I can close it. Sometimes some applications you may not see directly. 1 second, I will show you once. Okay, I am opening an application. It is free download manager. I open, but currently it is not showing on my screen, not in a background icons. Yeah, now it is open. It is open. I'm closing it, but it runs in the background. See it is it running here. It's there visible, but see it is. I close free download manager. Still it is showing. For example, it is consuming more than required RAM. Then what we have to do it? End the process. Okay. So, but you have to decide whether you should end it or not. It is required, not required. Okay. Is it effect on any other things? Yeah. After so long time, I have seen 7.3 GB. Okay. So that's the point, guys. The when system is you feel running slower, check the process, check the running process, which process consuming more. If it is important, we'll keep it. If it is not important, then better to end the process or close that application. Close only use currently using applications. If you are not using, then better to close it. So your memory and your CPU consumption will be less. System runs better. This first. Next one is go to performance. See the CPU and memory, hard disk and network kind of stuff. See the performance of your CPU in memory and availability of memory. Okay. And better to reduce background tasks. So then you will get a more available memory. So more available memory meaning is your system running better way. It depends upon your main memory and available memory. That ratio is important. Main memory is 4 GB. Available is 3 GB. It is impossible, right? So main memory is 4 GB. Available is 1 GB. Good. Main memory is 4 GB. Available 2 GB. Good. Main memory is 4 GB, available is 2 MB, 2 MB. Danger, right? You are in a already danger machine. Total memory is 12 GB, available is 1 GB. Danger. It is, I said 4 GB to 1 GB available, good. 4 GB total, available 1. Good. Why? Because of 4 GB is a small memory. So already 3 GB is taken for operating system and applications. You have 1 GB left. That is good. System is slower, but 1 GB is good. System is 12 GB, 1 GB available. Danger. Because 11 GB you are using. So which purpose? You have to put that question. Really you are using 11 GB or it is automatically rise to the 11 GB consumed means. So compulsory check your process. Which process is overly consuming the RAM capacity. Okay. So do not use that kind of application. So overall means better to close all the background. Okay. It is always a understandable thing. Okay. Just always a understandable thing. Let's look at here. 4 GB RAM, your OS, some background services and applications consume. 3 GB consume. 1 GB available. Have 8 GB RAM. It is also showing 1 GB available. How it is correct? So whatever it is, your application and all running with 3 GB or 8 GB also it uses 3 GB, not more than that one. So 5 GB should be available, not 1 GB. Okay. If it is showing 1 GB available in this condition, both the condition 1 GB available means that some problem is there. Yeah, whatever it is.
Sir, but it depends like if we are having you using more application, if we are
Yes,
downloading more
yes,
application,
correct.
then it will.
That's why you have to put a question. Why I have a big RAM, but availability is less.
Yes,
Like
sir.
spending money only. Your salary
But
is
that
10,000
availability
rupees.
depends on us, no?
Oh, yeah, right. Your salary is
If
10,000
like
rupees.
if in case
At the end of the month, only you are getting 1,000 is left. 10,000 salary, 9,000 for your expenditure, 1,000 is in your hand. You got a
mm,
50,000 rupees salary, and you say I have 1,000 left in my hand. Meaning is your expenditure is higher, not 9,000. So for example, current my RAM is 7.3 current RAM. If I open some application,
mm.
okay, if I open my virtual machines, then it will consume RAM. So I should know why it is taking more. So based on that, I have to manage.
So what we can do in that case, if some application is taking more MB, then we can just end the task. But what if we have to use that, like it is
Yeah, right.
mandatory
That's why I
data?
said, that's why I said, for example, you see, this is a Microsoft team consuming more RAM and more processing. See, it is out of total, it is 20% of CPU, but it is consuming out of 10%. Okay, it is
Mm-hmm.
consuming 10% of CPU and memory also around 500 to 600 MB or 700 MB total because two processes separately running. So it is running with that much process, right? Both background and foreground. So completely it is 700 MB of RAM it is consuming. I thought it's taking more than I want to end. I should not end, right? If I end, what happen? Meeting will be closed. So
Mm.
point is, it is not always you should close it. A point is um, check and optimize. What is the meaning of optimize? Make sure that how much you are utilizing That much only it will take. Like, yeah, you there is an application consuming more than it's required, higher consumption of RAM, higher consumption of CPU, then definitely we should not use that kind of applications, right? It is happened with me one day with one application is there. So what is that application? Is a malware bytes antivirus application. Something is
Mm.
happened to that antivirus. It start consuming a lot of RAM capacity. Like first it is start 1 MB, 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB. It is consuming, start consuming up to 12 GB completely utilized. I got full system struck. I can't do anything. So later what it is, I disabled it and I uninstalled it first of all. After a few
Okay.
months, I install new. Okay. So its application goes wrong. That time definitely you should close it. But if you are utilizing an application, of course you don't close it. But don't put a war burden on your PC unnecessarily. For example, unnecessarily I closed it. Actually, we are using everything. So we required Microsoft Team, required a Google Chrome browser. Why? Because of our PPTs in Google Chrome browser only. Compulsory we need a browser thing. So, okay. So to send anything or to share information, so of course we required our WhatsApp, and to mark your attendance, what we need Edge browser, right? So like that, what we required, we have to utilize. I required, but I will close it. Like I have to go eat food, but I don't eat. That is not good, right? So expenditure is expenditure. Like that only, same thing. You have to you are using a system. That's it. We don't open unnecessary application. We close unnecessary application. Use necessary applications only. Uninstall unnecessary application. Keep your required application. Uninstall unnecessary applications. You don't require or you are not utilizing currently, maybe in future also you may not use, maybe after 1 year you may use it, or it is a very old application you are currently not at all required. You can uninstall that application. That is also better solution. Close the
Sir, if you
application.
will click on end task, like that current execution will be hold, or it will be permanently removed from our system.
Very good. So here it is. This is my paintbrush. Okay, this is my paintbrush, something I have written. So if I close, it will ask save, don't save, cancel. Okay, I didn't close it, just minimizing it. There, it's still there. You see it's still there. This is a paint process. I do end task. It is not asking anything. It
Okay.
is closed. It's like a forcible closing. That kind of stuff. Sometimes it will ask, sometimes not. This is unnecessary things. Okay. The point is here, guys. Yeah, very good. That is also a good question. Okay. So your system is slow. Then what to do? First of all, close applications you are not using currently, and check the process in the taskbar. Task manager, check the process window, and if any application consuming more RAM than required, or also observe which process or application consuming your resources, more resources part like a CPU, memory, disk consuming a lot. So see that kind of stuff also. Okay. So if it is not required, if the process is not required to run now, so then better to end the process or close the applications. Okay. Or if a process means an application consuming your RAM capacity more than it is required, better to uninstall it because there is a problem with your application possibility. There is a problem with your application is also there. Better to uninstall the application, restart and install it later. Okay. So that is also may save your system from it. Very importantly, lot of people will face one kind of issue, that is when the people started a computer is started, like they got a screen, but they want to do something. They want to open a Google Chrome browser or Edge browser, or maybe they want to open some application, and system is slowly responding. So because you cannot do anything immediately, so what you have to do it, better to disable that application which it is not required to start with your system. Your system is just started, and these applications will start automatically. Like I see, Microsoft Teams is enabled, so automatically this Microsoft Teams start when a system is started. Microsoft Teams also started. I keep it enabled. Why? Because of my daily work is taking class. So Microsoft Teams is important now. So only I'm using Microsoft Teams to take the class. Okay, so screen sharing purpose. And just now I disabled something, tablet driver kind of stuff. We'll see whether it is any effect on that one. Yeah or not. Skype, phone link. I don't know. Even it is Microsoft Corporation. The BitTorrents, Microsoft Edge, CC Cleaner. Okay, so this is iCloud kind of stuff.
Sir, hello.
Navigate.
Sir,
They're in a disabled mode. Yeah, tell me.
sir, if I disable any application, then if and after that we use, then how and I currently open this at a time, yeah, or not?
Yeah, good. If you are in the enable mode, this
Yes, sir.
application starts when system is started. System is started already. You press the power button, operating system is loaded. You got a login, you got your desktop screen. So immediately these applications will start automatically. These enabled application, but these are disabled. I disabled in the startup. Meaning is when my system is started, a login, these applications don't start automatically when system is started. These applications do not start automatically when system is started. Meaning is you can start manually. You can start manually. For example, you can see it is a free download manager disabled. So I can open free download manager. I can open free download manager directly. No effect, no problem. Okay. I can open free download manager. It is a CC cleaner is disabled. So it won't start automatically when I start my computer. I can start manually. I can open that application manually. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So these are the startups. So manage the startup, guys. Disable the application which applications are does not require to start at the time of your system is started. Time of system is started. You started a system, application will load automatically. You don't require, then disable it. Right click.
So means whenever we want, we can enable it, and most of the time, if in case we are not using the application, we have to disable it.
No. Somewhat.
Like
Yeah.
so like in my phone, Skype application is there. I'm not using, so I can disable it.
Uh, uh, it's not application disable. Disable at startup
Hmm.
means you press the power button. System
Okay.
loaded, right? You got a screen.
Huh.
Immediately, for example, you said a good example, that is mobile phone. In your
Hmm.
mobile phone, lot of applications are there. Which
Hmm.
application wanted, you will open it automatically. You will open manually, right?
Hmm. Yes,
Think
sir.
like this. You switch on your mobile. Normally, we are not switching off the mobile phones nowadays, but you switch on your mobile in the morning. Suddenly,
Hmm.
three applications also started automatically in background.
Okay.
So what happens? System become slower and you don't know it is running in background. You don't close it. So your system is starting only slower. For example, you have a WhatsApp,
Mm.
right? So we have a WhatsApp. This WhatsApp automatically starts when your system is started. Once you are installed and configure, it runs in a background. We don't know, but it runs in a background. That is also startup. So morning you don't open a WhatsApp when you, but one morning if you find, if you got any message, you open once you are turn on your mobile phone, any message you received without open a WhatsApp, you'll get a notification. So that is called a startup. You don't open an application, but you are getting notification means it is already started and running in your background. You may not seen directly.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, in my computer, see this is the Microsoft Teams. Okay. Like that, I have a lot of applications in my PC. So when I start my computer, I morning 9 o'clock, I press the power button. After 5 minutes, completely it is loaded. So once it is loaded, these are all applications. Starts automatically in my background. I didn't start. I didn't start manually. I didn't start it. It is started automatically. So what is the disadvantage?
Okay, sir.
I'm
Sir,
not
my question
using,
is that,
but it
like,
is running. Understand? I'm not
sir, like,
using, but it is running. Okay. Yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
yes, sir, in some cases, like WhatsApp is there, sir. When I turn on the data, WhatsApp notification comes automatically. But
Yes.
in some cases, like hold, matlab, press hold the WhatsApp button, and there is a button like force stop, uninstall, and clear data. Three
Very good.
options.
It's a
If I
force
if I
stop.
choose force stop, yes, sir.
Like if
If I
service is running,
Yeah, yeah.
you can stop the service, right? That is a manually you can stop particular application to, because
Yes, sir.
it's keep
Sir,
running.
I'm saying that if I click on the force stop button, then the notifications will not come, and we can use the Chrome also, and we can browse the mobile. So in the PC there is also a force stop option or not?
Yeah, it is. There is a force stopper that is called a service management. Very good.
Oh, sir.
Very good. Good
Yes, sir.
observation. Okay. So the point is here, guys. You have a yeah. So where are we now? Then that is a service management. Anyway, we are going to that one only. So for example, here it is a Microsoft Teams, and here it is a uTorrent.
Sir,
Okay? Yeah, tell me. Free download manager.
sir, for any app, if in case we are enabling the notification, that app is always running in background.
Yes, it is. It runs background.
Okay. But that if in case we will use like turn on our data, that case only it will run on background, no?
No, no, no. They're having a
Always.
background a system is there. Once you turn
Huh.
on your data, or maybe you are connected to Wi-Fi, means once you are having internet, so immediately the request is going from your PC, means your mobile phone, the background process is there. So that is immediately throw to the system. Yes, data is on. I am ready. So give me any new updates to the server, and you will download all the notifications. Yeah, a lot
Okay,
of
okay,
people.
sir.
That is one more. YouTube people are there, TikTok people. So I will tell one idea, guys. So this is your mobile. Some people said to save your mobile power means that means battery. Turn off your data. That is a good one. But do not use any application. I'll delete all the social media applications mainly, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these things, and uninstall it. Then the idea will work. How I tell? You told correct one. That is, what is it? You have a 4G data is there. You turn off it. Turn off it. And you have a application, WhatsApp application, YouTube application, Facebook notifications. Facebook is there, Instagram is there. Okay, there's social media, mostly like a news apps also there, right? Flipkart, Amazon kind of stuff is also there, right? So what it will do, the backside background, it runs the notification related, means whenever your data is on, these things will send immediately to get a all pending notifications from their respective server. Okay, so obviously
So
these
they are
servers
waiting to
immediately
come.
start giving notifications very fastly, all pending
Uh,
notifications.
So what is the solution for that, sir? We have to force stop every application,
My idea is better not to turn off your data. For example,
but we have.
for 1 hour you receive 10 notifications,
Hmm.
low to low. Not that is won't happen. Generally, we'll get a 50 or 100 notifications, right? For 1 hour, think like this. You are getting of 50 notifications per 1 hour. Means maximum 1 minute, one notification. Less than one notification, right? Think like
Yes,
that.
sir.
You turn off data for 10 hours. Okay. Then you turn on. So then there's no notification. You turn off for a 10 hours. Means no notifications. Then you turn on. You turn on the data. Means all 10 hours notification, means almost like a 500 notifications in single shot you will get it. Means within a 1 minute it is keep receiving. Possible not 500 but less than 500 only. Why? Because of the notifications also having a time period, either say now or later type. Okay, it's not always a pending part. Some notifications even after 1 hour also they will come up, some are won't pop up.
Ah,
So
Harlem.
so only thing is better to turn on your data. So you got a notification also, no problem, guys. Saving battery is a only misconcept. Okay, better to have a good mobile phone with a good battery backup, and do not use unnecessary apps in your mobile phone. Okay, ungenuine, not genuine applications, don't use it. Okay, that's it. That's a very simple for a mobile phone. Yeah. Yeah, 3 points I said. One is closing application, uninstall application, ending the process, check the performance of your system, disable the startups, which we are not required to start immediately after system is started. Third one is services. Third one is services. For example, guys, I will give you one example. That is, this is Oracle service. Can you see? This is an application I installed in this PC. This is Oracle 21C database application. So I installed in this PC only. So I will show you the drive. In this one, I installed this Oracle 21C application. Okay. So this is your application. I installed Oracle 21C in this PC. Think like this. This Oracle 21C application, if I run this application, it consumes some RAM, right? Consume some RAM capacity. and CPU and hard disk, right? For example, it consuming 500 MB RAM and there is a 5% of CPU. Think like this. Understand, guys? When I running this Oracle 21C, it consumes some RAM, some CPU also. Okay? When running. In case I close this app, but it is running in a background. Okay, just I'm not utilizing, but it is running in my background. Still it is consumes RAM and CPU. Okay, I'm not directly running like this. I am just using it. I used it and I said, okay, close, completed, but it is still running in my background, still consumes the CPU and RAM. This is a point number one. And 2 points. Second point I am telling. So if it is running in a background, it consumes RAM and CPU. Even I am not using directly, but still it is running. Like as I said, force stop. Even you are not open your WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is running in background. WhatsApp is running your background. Same way, you are not using this application. You are not putting any data or any queries are not happen, but still it consumes the CPU and memory. Okay. So understand this point, first point.
Yes.
Now people are stop talking. Now people are asking
Yes,
so
sir.
many questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next, very good. Next one is, if you think like this, if this application, the service or a application runs when I start my computer, when I started my computer, this application is also started. Like same way I told about startups, same concept, no difference. Okay, this application is starts when I started my computer. So I started my computer, immediately this application runs in my background. So what happened? If it is running, whether I am using or not using, still it is consuming CPU and RAM. If I am using, it's okay, it is consuming CPU and RAM, no problem. If I'm not using, still it is consuming. Very dangerous, right? Unnecessary. So how much I am utilizing, that much is important. You am not using, but it is still running in my background. Why it is running? Normally, if you find at startup, so then we can able to understand the application which is not required, you can disable or enable part. And it is not required to run at a system when it is not required to run when system is running like that. Okay. So this concept, two parts wise I will tell. Okay. When system is started, this is also started automatically. How it is possible, I will try to show you guys. So that is, go to services, this one only, services.msc or services, not MSc, Microsoft console. It is, this is the services. Search in a, you can open from run. If you don't know how to open run, go to search, type services or services.msc. You can see this Oracle app, open. You can see startup types, automatic. Startup type, automatic, and you start apply OK. Startup type is automatic, meaning is you start a application when system is starts. your duty is to open Oracle application every day. Morning, you start a computer, you open the Oracle application, and you start doing your Oracle means the queries and all kind of stuff. So what to do? Better put it in automatic. Better to put it in automatic. What is automatic? When you start your computer, once system is started automatically, this apps runs automatically. Okay, only thing is you have to connect and you have to continue your work. Understand? What is startup automatic? Next one is manual. What is automatic? When system is started automatically. One second. We don't get any here. Create a folder for you. CL. Okay. So only that point I put it. Remaining notes I will give you. Service management. So in this service management, services.msc. Go to run. Generally, go to run or a search. You can use it. Run or a search. You can use it. Okay. In Windows 10. Services.msc. Okay. So in that one, you go to any service. You can see startup type. Yeah, tell me. I'm getting noise only, not words. So only noise, no voice. Service starts when system started. Okay, that is called a automatic. Next startup type is manual. Manual is service does not start when system started, but service starts by manually, means you have to start manually or or by open the corresponding application, by open that related application, or by trigger, maybe like a time trigger. Okay, that kind of stuff is there. Time triggers. Next one is disable. Better to put like this. Next one is disable. What is disable? Service never starts. Service never starts. Guys, look at here. This service, if I put it in an automatic, if I put in automatic and apply OK, whenever I start my computer, the service will start automatically. Service will start automatically. First one.
Sir, where you are getting this option? Like you are clicking on which option?
You won't get a Oracle option. You won't get it. You want
Uh,
common
no, like
this
yeah,
window.
anyone because mm,
You want that Windows You can go to run. If you don't know how to run, I will tell you very easy way. Here it is
No,
a
under
search.
services, I'm getting all those options. Yeah.
Yeah. Go to services.
But that automatic like changing option, what you are clicking over here?
Okay. A double click. It is easy. Double click or right click properties.
Okay.
Okay.
On which option?
So I have a
Okay.
application and that one only I'm trying. Otherwise, you can use different things like I'll tell very easiest one, application identity service. Okay.
I'm getting
It's
other option. If I'm double clicking, it is getting selected like that.
okay. You double click, you will get it. Startup type. Okay. You can read the
Mm.
description. What is this used for? What is the use of this service from description? Okay. And startup type. It is automatic. That's it is running automatically. I didn't start the service. It is showing running. It is automatic. Startup type is automatic. So what is the meaning of startup type automatic? Service starts when system is started automatically. Service starts when system is started. What is manual? Manual means, so you can see certain manual services. See this, it's showing manual. It is manual. Service is currently stopped. I can start the service. Manually, I can start the service. For example, I showed Oracle, right? So see, this is my Oracle. This is manual and it is stopped. Now I want to do some work with my Oracle application. Okay, so how to insert some tables, or maybe I want to query my tables. So it is a startup type is manual and it is stopped service. So I cannot use it. What I will do it, I will start manually. I will start manually. Okay, so I start manually, then I work with my application, my work completed, I stop it, I will stop it, or or um, or I shut down my computer, it will stop automatically. So next day, when I start my computer, this application won't start automatically. Again, I have to start myself. That is called a manual one. What it is? What is a manual? Service starts by manually. Manually, you have to start the service. You have to go to services and go to the service. Go to your service. Open double click. See that manual. See the manual. Spelling mistake. Okay. So open manual. So see the open the service. Check it is a manual. There is a start button. Click on start. Service will be start. And your work completed, you can stop it, or you can shut down your computer. Next time it will start automatically. Okay, it depends upon you, or you can stop manually. You can start manually, you can stop manually, both are there. Okay, so that is manual, and manual is not finished. By open application, the corresponding application, by opening the corresponding application, also the service will start. So you need to open the services like this and start, not always required. By open the corresponding application, it runs. It is a manual and it is running automatically because of the corresponding something it is got sense, it is running. It is the manual.
Okay, so one question is that
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, like if we open an application and will do it for manually for one time. So, and after that, when the system got shut down or I switch off the system, so again, when I open the system, then it automatically taking manual means that we have to go to the setting and we have to start the manual setting.
Very good. Correct. You said like it is manual setting. Manual start, stop is there, right? You want to use now.
Yes.
You started and you are using.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, today work is finished. You shut down your computer and complete it. Next day, you
Mhm.
open your system. It will be in manual
Yes.
and it is in a stop mode only. It won't start automatically. Again, you have to start. You have to press on the start. Then only the service will start. You can use it.
Oh, okay, okay, sir. Got
Okay? So that is manual control of a particular application. But not always. If you see a manual, you have to open manually. It is not required. Sometimes it runs automatically also. Okay, even it is showing manual, it runs automatically also. That's why I said you open some application, the corresponding applications or corresponding services or time triggers, time triggers, okay, time triggers. Certain triggers are there. It means by opening some application or dependent application, it is dependence application or a time. For example, Windows update service is there. So I should get an update. So in my configuration, check update every day after 5 o'clock. So exactly at 5 o'clock, the service start automatically. I said, check the updates every day at 5 o'clock. Or do backup, do the system backup every day evening 9 o'clock. So exactly at 9 o'clock, the backup related service will be start automatically. Time triggers. So manual does not mean the person has to be start the service. It is not like only we can control certain applications manually. We can start and stop. But certain things by open a corresponding application or by triggers, like by opening some application, by opening certain service, by connecting some device, we connect a pen drive. So the pen drive related services start automatically. Okay, by time, by update, by dependency, it start automatically. Okay, it depends upon one service to another service. But disabled means service never start. Disabled means service never start. Again, same question, manual question only. It is disabled now. Okay, it is a disable. Service never start. So this is a start and this is stop. You try to click on start, also it won't start. Manually also it won't start. You want to start manually also, it won't start. So I will show you that disabled part. Somewhere it will be there. Disable guarantee is there. It is disabled. Auto time zone updater. This disabled service. Stopped. So no start button, no stop button. Then how to start? See. How to start? First convert this disabled to manual. For example, I need some work with that one. So temporarily I converting disabled to manual. Then I will start the service. I need it at now. So what I do? I disable from disabled to manual. First change it. Then we'll start button will appear. Then click on start. So look at here. I change it to manual. Okay, apply. So this is start button. I applied. Then only start button is appear. So I start it. The service is started. Now it is running. Can you see? service is running, it's manual, service is running. Now, my work is completed with the service. Just don't worry about what it is the service. Okay, so just I'm trying to show you if it is a disable, but still you want to run it. You want to run it. So then it is start the service. Start the service. My work is completed. Stop the service. I click on stop. Then it is stopped service. So it is stopped service. Then go to disable. Apply. Then start and stop is done. Okay. Now it is again written the disable. So in disable mode, so we cannot start, we cannot stop. There is no stop, start kind of stuff. You have to go, you have to change it to manual, you have to start it. Once work is completed, stop it, no problem, you can stop it. If you restart, it is still in a manual only. You restart your computer, it will be in manual only. So what you have to do it, you want to be put back into the disable mode. So stop it and change it to disable mode, then you can start or restart your computer. That is your wish. Okay. So once you
Sir,
are changed, yeah, tell me.
sir, if my setup is in automatically, then we stop or not?
Your service is in automatic.
Yes, sir.
Next.
So, sir, if I start up in automatically, then the service status is and the shopping is stop or not?
Yeah, it is. Okay, your service is in automatic mode and it is
Yes.
running now. You want to stop it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I understand. So you can stop it. You can stop it.
Okay,
So
sir.
for example,
Okay,
it
sir.
is automatic running. I want to
Yes, sir.
stop, like click on stop. Sometimes it won't agree. Sometimes it won't agree. Depends upon your service. Okay. Sometimes you
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
can stop it. Even it is an automatic. But here is a one condition. Good question it is. I stopped it because I need some work. I have to, this service is blocking my certain kind of stuff, what I have done. I stop the service. Temporarily, I stop the service. Okay. Next, I restart my PC. I restart my PC or I shut down my PC. I start my PC. It starts automatically because it's in automatic mode. You stopped it and you restart the computer, it starts automatically. Okay, that's the condition is there.
Sir, I'm not getting like what exactly we are starting and stopping.
So
These application.
yeah, application, very good. That's a good question again. Um, application, application, and hardware and OS
Okay.
related services. For example, um, sorry, where is this? I closed it or what? Yeah, power. Can you see power? Power related means charging a battery, right? Like a hardware part component. Plug and play. You connect a pen drive or you or devices you connected. Plug and play service will sense it. So service is not a only application. It belongs to applications, your hardware related and operating system related services. Service usually like if service is running, the particular part of communication is there. The particular part of service will run. Okay, how to elaborate? So when we are seeing application identity. Okay, why I'm telling this one, guys? Oh, we have to open services. In this one, I will show you application identity. Determine a verification identity of application. Disabling this service prevent app locker from the being enforced. So what is this application identity? Service will do. It identify an application, any application. Next, if you are using a app locker, means you can lock a application so then other users cannot use your application. You can put a lock on some applications so other users cannot use your application. Okay. So if you want to work this app locker, the locking is working to make it work. This service will help you. If you disable this service, if you disable application identity service, app locker don't work. Okay, dependent service it is. Can you see this is Apple mobile device service? So if I want to connect a Apple mobile phone, this service will help me to get connected. I don't require, either I will disable it. This I'm not using any Apple mobile phone right now. So either I will put a manual and stop. So then this service won't start automatically. Guys, see it is automatic mode and it is running. Unnecessarily running that Apple mobile device service, unnecessarily running in my PC. I don't want it. Okay, I don't want the service. Okay, so it is unnecessarily running. I don't have a mobile phone. I don't have a Apple mobile phone right now to get connected. So it is not required to run always. It consumes some process, right? So what I will do it, if it is not required, either I will uninstall the related application because of some related application only it is running. So either I have to uninstall the related application, or why should I uninstall the related application kind of stuff? Maybe tomorrow I will use it. Currently not required. So I will change it to manual, or first of all not required, just I will stop the service. Service is stopped.
So we can disable it as well, right?
Yeah, we can disable it. So
If in
no
case.
longer required. When I require, then I will start manually. Then I will connect it to manual
Mm.
and start, or I will put it in automatic. So it is disabled. So next time onwards, this service now, not a next time, from now onwards, this service is not running either automatically or by open that mobile application service also, it won't run. Okay?
So can
So
we check that like because of which application it is reflecting here, like Apple mobile device service, because of which application it got installed in our system?
yeah,
Like since we
sometimes
are
we
not.
know it. For example, you can see it's a Citrix Zen server health check service. Okay,
Hmm.
something Citrix related application I may install in this PC. It is related to that one only. So you can read the description to know what kind of service it is, and it is belongs to Citrix. That is we can able to guess, and it is also not required. And also Citrix BitLocker drive encryption service, Bluetooth audio gateway service. See, BitLocker is a feature of operating system, but this is Bluetooth is hardware device. Okay, this is a time zone. This is identity service. Some application, some services we can understand, some are not. Connextent. Connextent is my audio chip, my PC audio chip. Like that we can under. This is a DHCP client. If this is not running, if this is not running, I don't get an IP address from my router. Okay, from my DHCP server, my PC won't get IP address. DHCP client. DNS client service. What is the use of this DNS client service? So when I open a anything, any website, or when I try to communicate to something, like I open w3schools.com, I need an IP address of w3schools.com. So who will give? DNS server. If DNS client is off, I can't get it. Okay, it is stop. I can't open any website with a name. We don't have fax, but the fax services, file history services, HP printer services. HP is a printer. So as I said, it can be the services is a intermediate system, means between your operating system, hardware. It's about your operating system, your hardware, your applications, okay, and your task, your work related kind of stuff. So the services can be anything. So we cannot pull only this is a services or belongs to application, or services belongs to hardware, or services belongs to operating system. We can't put it in one bracket. Okay. Services are different functions of each service. The service is running will help you to do certain things. Like I said, you want to take a print, you want to communicate with your printer, that hardware related communication is required. Okay, so drivers related communication is required. You want to get an IP address, DHCP client services. You want a name, like you want to connect in the internet with the names, right? You need this kind of stuff. You want a Windows updates. You want to get receive updates, Windows update services. So it is Windows update services. Okay. What is the use of Windows update services? It update your PC. Windows time services. It update your date and time. It synchronize your date and time. Okay. So it is event logs, biometric services, Windows backup services, Windows audio services. Means these are all your operating system features, operating system features, devices, applications, related services. Okay. So the whole point is, guys, you start a computer. There is certain applications related services will start automatically. If you really require to start that application services at start of your computer, then you can keep it in automatic. No problem. That's the first point I'm trying to say. It is there is a start. If you click on start, you will get a running. You want to stop it, then you can stop. Once you stop, it is showing stopped. Paused also there. Pause and resume is also there. The point I am trying to say about a service management. The first thing is, if you require an application or a service to run when system started, okay, you can put it in a automatic. You can keep it in a automatic. Okay, that is your wish. Okay. If you want stop service, with service, running service, your service is running, want to stop running service. That's why I told Oracle example. Okay, if you want to stop running service, you can just stop it. Point is, the startup type automatic, and you stop the service. Okay, so you can stop it for a time, some time. Okay, but service is an automatic. If service is automatic mode, then it starts automatically when system is rebooted. Okay, so you can start. Next step. If you don't want, what I'm typing, if you don't want service to be started at system starts, okay, put in manual, put it in a manual position. Okay, put it in manual position. So when we required, or when you required, any word you can use it, required starts, once done, stop service. So we start service. When we required, we start service. Start service. Once done, we stop the service. Not required full grammar. Okay. So it's very simple words you are putting. So it is because of manual. So what is a disable? We don't require to start service automatically or manually. Manually means there is a by is there by open application or some triggers kind of stuff. So put it in a disable mode. Okay, so these are the important. So I don't want to start the service. Either automatically it is or by manually or by using certain things. I will control point is if you require to run a service which is disabled, then what to do? Disable. Then first change it to manual, then start the service.
Sir, can you please explain the second last line?
This one?
The next, second last. We don't require to start service automatically.
This one.
No, sir. Next
This
one.
other.
Yes.
Okay, we don't require to start service. Yeah. What is the meaning is, what is disabled service? Service never start. So I don't want a particular service to be started. Okay, to be started either automatically or by opening some application, some triggers. The service should not be started. Then you have to put it in disable mode. You can
Okay,
reconstruct it, otherwise it is confusing.
no, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Don't require. You don't want. Otherwise, it's a little easy one. To start service either automatically or manually I open some application array by triggering. So better to put it in service mode. So startup type must be. So if it is a disabled services, whenever you require, what you do, we have to change it to manual, then start the service. So we can control the service stop and start, guys. So if you stop the service from the moment onwards, it is stopped. Okay, it is stopped. That is the point. So I'm going to reverse order, guys. First of all, what we started today, that is important. First one, I try to tell about what is an IP address, but I told about if system is slow, okay, how to troubleshoot it. If your system is slow, okay, running slow, then what to do? Okay, these kind of questions, if you received it. So one of the thing, if system is down, that is a different one. So first one I told, so if your system is slow, the first point what I told, close running applications, close running and background, check also background, applications, but again it is close unnecessary. Exactly say currently unnecessary applications. Currently unnecessary applications are running in background, running and background applications. Close all running applications. That is one thing. But first of all, better to check close currently unnecessary. Currently unnecessary application. Unnecessary spelling. I type, but I will that is I got it. So I got it out. So many are there. Currently unnecessary applications, running applications, currently unnecessary application. Check for a background applications, running in a background applications also important. Check process in task manager. Go to this processes. Okay, go to processes. Better is processes in a task manager. Those apps are end task if no longer currently not required. Okay, that part need, right? So next, uninstall applications if no longer required. Or old apps, if you are not using old apps are not using applications, uninstall it. Better it is uninstall. This is first part. What is second part? First one I told, close apps, close tabs. Okay, close tabs, close currently unnecessary applications. Okay, check for background application running, check the process in the task manager and close that apps or end the task if no longer required or currently not required. But okay, what is the second one? Go to the task manager, startups, go to startups, disable startups applications at not to run at startup. So one more point, guys. If you disable some application, for example, here is an application, you disabled it. Okay, or maybe here is an application, you disabled it. It won't be stop running. It is still running. If it is already running, it still runs. For example, this is there, I disabled it. If it is already running, so it is already running, but still it is runs. Now, it is only won't start at a computer starts. Okay, in a startups, you disable the status, enable disable the status, meaning is it won't start at startup. If it is already running, it runs. If you open that application, it runs. Only thing is, if when you start a computer, these applications won't start. So disable the applications, disable the applications to not to run at a startup. Not to run at a startup. Go to startups, disable it. Not to run the startups. So always it is better. Next one is go to services. Okay. To services.msc or a services. Search also you can go for it. You can go to use search services or in a run you can go to services.msc. In this one already I given what is service management. Okay. But I'm adding check for unnecessary services running, stop the service, change service starter to manual or a disable. Change the service starter to manual or a disable because in automatic will get. In automatic it automatically starts. In manual you have to start or some triggers are there. Just a note point only, but here I explained about service management. What is the use of service management? The simple question it is, if your PC is slow, if your system is slow or PC is slow, what you will do it? Okay, so immediately close the applications. If you are not using that application, are using, like you close applications, close the tabs in your browsers, unnecessary tabs, close unnecessary thing only, guys. Don't put in the two things, okay? So we close unnecessary application, or you close the background applications. We'll go to processes in tab. Go to processes tab in a task manager, close that applications, or we can go to end task, certain application if you are currently not required, or forcibly you can close it. Uninstall the applications no longer required, or it is a old apps kind of stuff. So that is, I will put a second point. Uninstall the applications no longer required, old apps are not at all using. The third one is very important, is startups. Disable certain applications if no longer it is not required to run at a start. Okay, so that is thing. Next one is manage your services. If an application is running at a startup, I'll give you one example, guys. One more example. Docker. Example, you install a Docker application. Whether you know or don't know, Docker is a one application. Oracle, commonly basic knowledge, everybody having a Oracle application. Okay. So, for example, I install a Docker application in my Windows system. Good, it's running. But when I start my morning 9 o'clock, I start my PC. The Docker is also started. And what happened? System is slow and continuously slow. In case that one, what I will do it? I have some urgent work to do certain other task. What I will do? I will stop the Docker app in the services. Inside, I close the Docker app and I'll stop the Docker services in background. Okay. Or I don't want to start this Docker application that startup. So what I will do it? So I go to the services, then change it to manual or a disable mode. So I given best example is Oracle application. So what is this Oracle application? It's running. Okay. This will also consume certain RAM capacity, processing capacity. So what I have done, I put it in manual and I stop. So when I want it, I will start the service, I use it. And then once my work is completed, I will stop it. When I want it, I will start. When my work is done, then I will stop it. Otherwise, the day is completed. I shut down my computer. So when I open my computer next day, this application or application related services not start automatically. Why? Because of it is in manual mode. If I want to start, like click on start. Okay, can start. Right click, start. I want to stop it. See, this is something is there. Stop it. Something required to restart. Then we can able to restart also. Okay, restarting, starting services. So this is the basic system maintenance. I've taken a lot of time on it. I think a lot of people slept, or maybe we are disconnected. But there is what is the use of Oracle services in our system, guys? Very good. That is only 20. Some people left. See that one. What is the use of Oracle service? It's not about a Oracle service. It is a I am using Oracle database server. Oracle database. I install application. Version number is 21C. So for example, I want to learn Oracle SQL commands. Oracle SQLs. I want to create a tables and I want to manage the table kind of stuff. Then I need an application, right? So I install it in my PC. So that's why I'm giving example from it, because it's a heavy application. You start that Oracle database application, it took another 1 GB, 2 GB from your PC. Okay, so that's why I'm taking that examples. And another 2, 3 examples on a Oracle database is also there. And most common well-known name for people, anybody having a little touch about idea about IT. Okay, you can understand.
Yes.
That's why I told that. Okay, guys. Not completed today. Only it is just a break.